شخصية معروفة في مجال الأمن السيبراني والهندسة والإلكترونيات والبرامجيات، مع خبرة تفوق 25 عاماً في التدريس والتعليم في الكثير من الجامعات في الشرق الأوسط وبريطانيا، هذا بالإضافة إلى خلفيته في المجال الصناعي. دكتور علي هو رئيس جمعية الحاسوب البريطاني في نورثهامبتون في المملكة المتحدة، هذا بالإضافة إلى كونه عضو فاعل في الكثير من الجمعيات والمنظمات التي تعنى بالهندسة والذكاء الاصطناعي والأمن السيبراني. سوف يحدثنا اليوم دكتور علي عن دور الذكاء الاصطناعي في تطوير الصيدلة والأكاديميات في العلاج الصيدلي والدوائيات. أهلا وسهلا بكم دكتور علي، المنصة لكم.
Good morning everyone. صباح الخير. كنت أتمنى أكون معكم. مع الأسف ظروف العمل ما سمحت أجيب، لكنه شكرا جزيلا للدعوة للمؤتمر في الجامعة المستنصرية. حبيت أنوه أني خريج الجامعة المستنصرية، هي جامعتي، كلية الهندسة قبل 25 سنة، ولي الشرف أنه أشارك بهذا المؤتمر، وفرصة سعيدة للقاء الجميع في القاعة، وشكرا للمسؤولين على تنظيم المؤتمر أيضا. ما أعرف إذا الشاشة واضحة. See my screen please, but just to confirm.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Okay. Today we're going to talk about some important topics. It's about the role of the AI and large language models in research and academia. And I'm going to focus today about application in pharmaceutical science. So this is Ali Shahbaz, and I'm glad being invited here at the University of Mustansiriyah University College of Pharmacy conference, the 5th conference, hosted by the American University in Baghdad. For today, my agenda for today, it's I'm going to talk about a little bit about AI and LLM, just as an introductory. And then we're going to talk about as well, I would like to highlight how can we utilize the AI in the drug discovery. And in the last section, I'm going to highlight the future of AI at Iraq, especially in the higher education. How can we move forward on that? Before I start, I would like just to ask the following question, because I need everybody in the room to visualize the data size. So have you ever asked yourself, if you have 1 gigabyte data, text data, if we printed them in a paper, how many A4 pages are there? I mean, the reason I ask this question, I just would like you to visualize the amount of data. I'm going to use Eiffel Tower as a measurement for that. And if I printed out individual data was stacked, and that would be 3 times the height of Eiffel Tower. So these are papers, and this is 1 giga size of data, equivalent to 900, around 1000 meter. So the 1 gigabyte is really a huge size in terms of a text. I mean, why did I ask this question? Because I would like to refer to that amount later. Now, the question is, what is large language model? In a very quick and shorthand, this is an algorithm. LLM is an AI-based algorithm being trained for the large amount of data with text from the internet, and help us to work and write different words using a probability model. And this amount of it helps us now, and from November 2020, we did have the ChatGPT and other modules now. It works from the internet. They brought articles, blogs, journals, train the model, and make it help us to interact with the human. And that's the probability model works. For example, the word I like and the probability coming you after like it's 38%, being 25%, and so on and so forth. I prepare for you this description about the AI. I mean, 25 years ago, when I did my MSc in the Mustansiriyah University, my colleague and myself work in this similar problem in the AI by recognizing the shape. So if you look at the right-hand side, we have four decision to classify, and in the input you can put here any shape. Then the system here, which is we call it the neural network, can make a decision whether this is a triangle, whether this is a square, or whether this is a circle or a duck. And this is a very simple nowadays. This is a very simple model for AI. But as I mentioned, 25 years ago, that was an MSc dissertation. If you look at the comparison between about the large language model now, ChatGPT 4, it's one of the most popular one. We have now Gemini is another popular one, Claude 3. If you look at the number here, 1.7, this is a terabyte of information, and so on and so forth. We have Krog, we have Palm, but I'm going to focus on Gemini, ChatGPT, and Claude 3. These are the most popular one. This is a large language model. We call it LLM, which helps us nowadays to do several things. Let me show you what is the big deal. What is the big deal? Why ChatGPT is a big deal? First of all, it's a human-like comprehension. It can work as a natural language process, and also it's a user-friendly. The human can interact easily with that. ChatGPT being trained with a vast amount of data, and this data is equivalent to 1.7 here terabyte, and that's equivalent, if you remember the first slide about the 1 gigabyte, that's equivalent the amount of data as a text, 5,280 times the height of Eiffel Tower if I printed out these as a paper. And that's really impressive. And how can we train this data? I mean, ChatGPT, it's an abbreviation of generative pre-trained transformer. And generative, it's generate text, generate images, generate other things, videos. Pre-trained, that is the trick here. We have to train them before it can works. And then transformer. Transformer, this is the new development since 3 years ago. And the development actually, it's the transformer. It's transformed the information and the knowledge within this network. We call it a neural network. And for example, each word, it has a vector, and this is fully mathematics and statistics. And because of this transformer, you can transform text to voice, voice to text. You can also text to image, and you can create several images. I'm sure you have used that before. And if you haven't, please do, because that's the new development that as an academic and researcher and human, we should interact with the new technology. This is a simple description about the GPT or the transformer. Now, in terms of the academia and the learning, this is a research done by Bloom in 1984. That's 40 years ago. And this, they said, in terms of the relationship between the teaching and a student, in terms of the size of the class, when we have a one-to-one tutor, always the education, the score, the student, they can learn better. So we can use the LLM or ChatGPT as a private tutor or personal assistant. I'm using it as a personal assistant for my work as well. So there is no harm on that, and it's been approved 40 years ago. That's going to help, and the learning curve is faster. If we compare the the ChatGPT with the human expert. So for a human average, ChatGPT 3 is working better than human average, while human expert now, still ChatGPT 4, human can beat that, but we are expecting 4.5 and 5. It's going to be act better than a human expert. Right. Now let's move to the business, which is the drug discovery using AI or LLM tools. And these tools actually available here. We have one called ChatDrug, the other one called DrugChat, Drug Assistant. We have PandaOmics, we have AIDDISON, and we have LSF machine learning. Some of them, these are an open source of first three. They are free. And some of the PandaOmics is paid. But I would like to highlight something today about the work we can do in research and at the postgraduate level. How can we utilize the LLM or the machine learning in the drug discovery? And you are the expert on that area. Let me start with the ChatDrug. ChatDrug is a tools called conversational drugs editing using what we call it retrieving and domain feedback. How does it work? We start from the left. We start the conversation with the ChatDrug, ask the question, for example, by providing a certain amino group, and then ask them to edit that. And then we have another round for that. For example, tell them, look, this is wrong. Please, can you amend it, or similar? Can you amend it by reducing hydrogen or oxygen on any atom, and until we reach to the final decision. And if you look at the type of drugs they work with, either small molecule, peptide, protein as well. So it's a full system available for researchers and specialists to work with. And this is the link if you'd like to work with that kind of tools. And this is free, by the way. I prepared example for you. So we asked the question, I'm not sure if you can read it, but we say, can you make molecule, and this is the code, more stable in water and more hydrogen bonds donor, and the output molecule should be similar to the input molecule. Give me 5 molecule in SMILE only. SMILE is the format of that. So this is the answer for that one. And then I can ask as well, you provided sequences, but this is not correct. So you start a conversation until you reach to the final one. Here another again with the peptide editing, you can ask, we want a peptide that bind to this code. We have a peptide and that one bond with the, so it's, you can give the specialist, you are the specialist in that, but this is a tools. I feel that's it's if it is be available to the student, to the researcher, to the specialist, can help to reduce the time in terms of reaching to the final solution. Here we have a protein, and that's the protein sequence. And then can you update it by making more amino acids into the helix structure? And that is the conversation here for that as well. These are some example about this ChatDrug, and that's fully based on ChatGPT LLM. There is another one called PandaOmics, and this is AI based, and actually this is paid. This is not for free, but the traditional drug discovery has had 3 to 4 years, 6 years. Using these tools, it takes 18 months to do that, and it's very efficient based on 5 million data sample being trained by this AI. And actually, the platform draw on 1 million data of point, including data samples. And then the AI algorithm analyze the data, relevant genes, likely new drugs target or the target are ranked based on their likelihood to success across a range of metrics, including novelty, biological relevance, confidence, commercial, and traceability, drug ability as well. So also it's identify a new target for cancers, COVID-19 and ALS in silicon medicines lead to a drug and AI. And that's actually discovered and AI designed drug for IPF, being developed. And now it's currently in a clinical trials and it's being broken at every stage in development. I really like to see researcher utilizing these tools, AI tools, for their own research or drug discovery. So um, I was planning actually to discuss that with the Jamia Mustansiriyah to establish such a study or center in the university to do that. This is another one called AIDDISON. This is also artificial intelligence powered drug discovery, and as a software combine the power of AI, machine learning, and computer-aided drug design to act as a valuable toolkits for a medical chemistry needs, as also as a unified platform for efficient and effective based and structure-based drug design. It integrates all the facts for virtual screening and support methods for lead discovery and lead optimization. This is another tool could be utilized as well for research purposes as well. We do have research in Cambridge in this area, and Cambridge use AI. This is a publication 3 months ago about they utilize the AI and the tools. And then here we have AI speed up drug design for Parkinson's tenfold, 10 times. And that's also a research done in Cambridge. There is another one. Researcher have developed a platform that combine automated experiment with AI to predict how chemical will react with another, which actually could accelerate the design of process of a new drugs. So the potential of having this actually is there. Yes, there are limitations. The limitation of the current method in the drug discovery, it's in the inefficiency and cost, low accuracy and predictability as well, and the limited scope. What is the role of the machine learning in predicting drug efficiency and toxicity? Enhance prediction and capabilities as well, speed the efficiency and drug-to-drug interaction. Then we have the personalized medicine. So there are opportunity now so I'm sure colleagues at the University of Mustansiriyah or American University, they start to do that. But if you haven't, feel free to start, and there is a room for collaboration on this area. What is the impact on the drug discovery process and the potential of cost saving? Yes, we can have a rapid compound design, we can have a structural biology advances, and also we can make an integration of different techniques at the same place. And what are the role of collaboration between AI researchers and pharmaceutical scientists? That's going to enhance the drug discovery. That's going to improve the clinical trials, also increase the healthcare accessibility and affordability. And then there is a room for strategic partner between AI researcher and pharmaceutical scientist. And for that reason, I'm trying to discuss that with you today. Also, there are challenges and limitation of using AI in drug discovery. But the challenges first, data availability and quality. So if you would like to start today your research with your students, the data availability is a challenge, is a problem, and the quality. If you don't have the high quality data, the drug discovery process, it's not going to be perfect. There will be ethical consideration as well. We have to consider that. Data argumentation as well. We have Explainable AI, something also we have to consider. How can we, because this is a machine and the human can have to add value to the drug discovery, but the machine helps you to boost that process massively. There is a challenge between integration with the traditional methods and also the ongoing human involvement within the process. These are some challenges. I'm highlighting that. So utilizing AI and LLM in a drug discovery is a good idea. People is doing that, researcher. However, there are some challenges. We have to consider them, and this is something I'm highlighting today as well. The ethical consideration also, it's really something we shouldn't avoid. We shouldn't. And how can we, the use of AI in the pharmaceutical industry, there will be an ethical consideration. So, for example, the health and well-being decisions, who is going to make that? We shouldn't rely on AI 100%. The bias and equality as well. Job impact, how does that affect on jobs? Data privacy and security, we have to consider that. Regularity and compliance as well. And then the proactive measures we have to use for the ethical consideration. These are something I thought to share my idea with you. This is a diagram generated by the AI, even the pictures, the images about the drug discovery. How does it work? And I'm happy to share it with you on the slide for your information and to consider it with your students. The final section, it's about the AI in Iraq and where we are and how can we move forward and apply AI in our research. So the government now, Iraqi government, creating an AI strategy. And if you are aware that Professor Diad Al-Jumaili, my colleagues here in the UK, writing this strategy. So there are initiatives within Iraq about AI. And one of the recommendations to establish BSc and MSc courses. Although I have some consideration about regarding the BSc, I feel it's MSc suitable courses. For example, pharmaceutical bioinformatic master, or we can establish a research center accordingly. By the way, these pictures also generated by AI about because all what I have said, it's just AI pharmaceutical in Iraq center, and I generate these images. We can also have PhD and postdoc researcher working on this area because this is a multidisciplinary area by utilizing artificial intelligence in pharmaceutical research. And we need people who are capable on utilizing the AI, and we need people like you who are pharmaceutical scientists, can understand the data and can make a decision. I cannot work on this alone. Yes, I can help you with the AI, with the code, with the library, with the programming, but I have no idea about the molecule or the drug discovery process. That's other people. That's your job. So it has to be teamwork accordingly. One of the ideas is to establish research and innovation center in this area and applying AI in other research. So providing that as well. And we cannot forget, we have to work with the industry. As we do in Cambridge, we work with the industry closely because that is the commercial value, and they have to also, they can provide fund on that. And then as a takeaway from this talk, in terms of the AI, we are active. We are active participant in this decision. Otherwise, good actors have a worse AI than the bad actors. So please don't leave it and say, no, that's not for me, AI, I am working in the pharmaceutical. No, it's for everyone. And the AI can be can be used to enhance HI, which is human intelligence, human potential, and human purposes. And in terms of the, this is myself. Thank you very much for listening. I'm just trying to highlight that just recently I established a course in Cambridge about utilizing the AI in data science, in different data, and especially for business, for financial, and also we can use it for the pharmaceutical, because these are skills they can learn, the AI researcher, to be specialists in certain area. And I'm showing you here myself to introducing this course to the public in Cambridge, and happy to collaborate with الجامعة المستنصرية or الجامعة الأمريكية. Thank you very much for your time, and wish all the best for your conference. And I'm happy to accept any question.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ali. Now we receive the questions. First one from Dr. Munzir.